Hello and welcome back to the Florida Men Gaming. My name is Furion and today we're playing Magic the Gathering Arena. But before we get started, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, let us know what you're thinking, what you'd like to see. And if you're over there on Rumble, go ahead and smash that Rumble button. For today's deck, we're playing a straight net deck from CGB that I have dubbed the CG ZomB. Reason being is this deck looked kind of fun, had most of the pieces, if not all the pieces already, and it is a very simple deck to put together. Also, I like the way that it attacks certain elements of this current meta. So, what's in the deck? If you didn't watch CGB's video, which would shock me, 2 Bloodchief's Thirsts, 4 Champion of the Perished, the zombie that gains 1/1 for every zombie that enters the field, 4 Rays of Enfeeblement to directly attack white, because it gives white creatures -4/-4 for 1 mana. 4 Shambling Ghasts to help pump the Champion of the Perished and be some good exploit fodder. 3 Graph Reavers. This card is great for taking out the Planeswalkers, so if you're running into Esper matches or matches that are Super Friends decks, this is a great card to take care of that. 3 Jadar, Ghoul Callers and Nephalias. Great card here because at the end of your end step, if you don't have any decayed creature zombie tokens, it will create one, which is spectacular, and that will continue to pump your champion. 4 Tainted Adversaries. Why? Well, Death Touch is a thing that you really need, and this puts it on the board, plus you can pump it for more zombies. 3 Meathook Massacres, because Meathook Massacre is too good not to use. 4 Fell Stingers for the exploit trigger, of course, and for the option for card draw, and maybe even a little burn if you need it. 1 Ebon Death Dracolich. This card is in the deck as a one of, just so that you can potentially pop it in on your opponent and have some sneaky damage through the air. Also draw away some of their removal. And 4 copies of Invoke Despair, because if you can, why not invoke some Despair? In terms of the land base, we're looking at 19 basics, 4 Hive of the Eye Tyrant, and 1 Crawling Barrens, because why wouldn't we? With that, we're excited to get into the gameplay, and we will see you in the next video. We're not going to do an outro here, so appreciate you, and this is Furion from the Florida Men Gaming. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one. We have an opponent. Alright, this is a definite keep. Let's see what we can do with it. Yep, that's a Champion of the Parish. What do you got, Randolphin? Opponent showing red-white with the Teferi avatar. Could be Jeskai if we see a blue splash. Red, white, and green. Okay. And the Jukai Naturalist. To be expected. Let's see if they offer a trade. Alright, opponent down to 13. Do they have the Runeforge? They do. That is a problem. Bright side of the Death Touch is we have Death Touch. Let's see how many runes they're packing. Okay, Rune of Might. You're getting bigger. Rune of Speed. Do you come through with an attack into the death-touching Tainted Adversary? Rune of Might. Alright, opponent back down to 13, another Death Toucher in the way. Let's see how this works out for us. One more land and we can invoke Despair. Restoration of Iganjo. Okay. Well, that lets you get a rune back up. Well, you have a land. Do you play a land? Michiko's Reign of Truth. Okay, that's going to be a big hit if you choose to swing. But do you have the cojones to swing your last threat into Death Touch? The Rune of Sustenance. Okay, looking to draw the card. Come on down, Death Touch is waiting. Uh-oh. Invoke Despair. Goodbye, Naturalist. Goodbye, Reign of Truth. And big hit, opponent down to 1. They can get back the Naturalist on this turn, but that won't necessarily be enough to stop what's coming next. Ebon Death will give us a pump. We have the Hive of the Eye Tyrant to get around the opponent. We're in a really good position here. And the opponent's intapped, so they don't have anything they can truly do at this moment. And they're gone. Ladies and gentlemen, we have bested runes with CG ZomB. Alright, we have our next opponent and a fantastic starting hand. What do you lead with, opponent? Duress. Well, congratulations, I have no spells. Give him a jaunty wave here in a moment. Okay, opponent is on that Rakdos lifestyle. Let's go ahead and get down the Shambling Gas to give ourselves a nice target for the Graph Reaver in the event that a Planeswalker comes down. I'm assuming we're going to catch some kind of burn or death spell here, which is fine. March of Wretched Sorrow. Okay. Opponent is up to 3 mana. Do we get the Anvil? Go blank. Looks like they're on some kind of discard tribal here. Let's go ahead and get the Jadar down. We will start getting our zombies out and just move about our life like that. Let's see if they have another Go Blank to ruin our day. Opponent to 4 mana. The Meat Hook Massacre. Well, that's annoying. Hey, hello Jadar. Another Duress. Yeah, go ahead, you can have the Ray of Enfeeblement. Doesn't really do much in this matchup, so feel free to take it away. It'd be really nice to get a Meat Hook of our own on the board to offset their life gain. Alright, Champion of the Parish is starting to grow. And the opponent has elected to hold again. Let's see if they elect to use a targeted removal here. There is stick. Do you like the Champion of the Parish on the board? If not, you should take it out now. Do you want to limit my mana? There's Hive of the Eye Tyrant. The ball is in your court, opponent. Let's go ahead and get rid of that march. Okay, they want to get rid of the Jadar. That actually works out just fine as we have another one. Opponent down to 11. Invoke Despair. That is a very effective card for the opponent to draw at this time. Let's go ahead and get down the Jadar, start drawing some more Invoke fodder. Lolth the Spider Queen. Let's go ahead and take Lolth off the board. Ooh, Professor Onyx, that is a blow. But go ahead, -3 my Graph Reaver, I don't mind. You're just taking away 1 point of burn damage from my face, so I am not going to complain about that. Let's go ahead and eliminate some Planeswalker recursion for the opponent here. One of our meat hooks would be amazing at this point. Deadly Dispute, maybe? Yep, there it is. Opponent is digging. Do they find something they can cast? Invoke Despair, perhaps? Another meat hook. Good for them. And we have now offset their meat hook massacre, so we're in a much better position. Assuming they don't draw their next invoke. Oh, there's a Lolth. Now we could really use an invoke. I believe we are running 4 if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 4 of them. We have a 10% chance to draw. It would get rid of their meat hook, their Lolth. Ooh. And one of the tokens. Let's see, do we draw? We don't. Does the opponent have cards worthy of discard? Alright, here comes the draw from the Lulth. I'm assuming they've got a removal spell ready. That's not necessarily the best move on your part, sir, but you're welcome to make it. Do you have a burn spell now? There's the invoke, so there goes my meat hook. And another invoke, GG. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in the game of Top Deck, they won. Alright, we have our next opponent. Kaito Shizuki Avatar. And maybe not the best starting hand, but a couple of zombies, which is not terrible. Play down, I think, the first Graph Reaver, and then just be prepared to drop the next one. Uh-oh. Commune with the spirits. This could be runes, and that means that this is the least likely starting hand to keep. But the Jadar brings us back around. We'll be able to start pumping that champion of the parish in a mighty way. If we see the white, there we go. This becomes much more problematic as they can start multi-banishing with the Weaver of Harmony. Let's see what they go for here. Do they have a land and the Naturalist? Come on, opponent. Okay, there's the land. There's a Weaver. Ooh, the Invoke is a good card. Let's see if they want to trade. The Ray is still online to knock out the Spirited Companion, so that is good for us. Alright, do you attack thinking you've got it? No, you don't. Okay. We now have enough of a body in the way to potentially trade with both of their Weavers, or take them both if they don't drop a exile spell right here, which is possible. Circle of Confinement really ruins our day. Ooh, Rune of Sustenance. Do you tap the other Weaver? Bright side, we have Invoke online this turn, so it's going to severely weaken their board. There we go. And there goes the enchantment. And big hit inbound. No lifelink to save him. I suspect we're going to see exile any minute now. Catilda, the Dawnheart Martyr. Let's go ahead and drop off the Weaver of Harmony, take it away from a restoration of a Ganjo. Oh, we're getting the double trade. They didn't take out the champion. That is good news for us. Jukai Naturalist would severely ruin our day. And by ruin, I mean just make us mildly scratch our head here. But, ooh, another Catilda. Okay. Opponent with two 2/2 threats on the board. And we get the absolute haymaker. You sacrifice the lifelink. Let's go ahead and pay 0. Start getting the little burn ticks. And I think I just missed lethal, but it doesn't matter. The opponent has elected to let it through. Ladies and gentlemen, Mono Black takes out Selesnya Enchantments. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have our next opponent. And I think this is going to be the first mulligan we take for a little bit here. It's a better hand to keep. We're going to go ahead and hold on to it. We do go first, so we're going to, I think, drop the Crawling Barrens. Not sure if that's the right call here. Maybe we drop the Bloodchief's Thirst and rely on our zombies to do the job. Hive down, champion down. Opponent with a tapped white land. That is good news. If they are playing white creatures, we will potentially have the ability to nail them with this Ray of Enfeeblement. Alright, there's the Aspirant. It was a pleasure knowing you. Thank you for coming to play. And we are so far not punished. Let's go ahead and knock you out. Swing in for 5. The opponent is now down to 13. And a Spellbinder, so there goes our Despair. Would you like to trade? They do want to trade. Okay. That takes away some of our little self-burn there, which is good news. Do they have targeted exile? Do they have a Brutal Cathar, a Skyclave Apparition? If so, that would be very sad for us. And it looks like they... Ooh, Henrika Domnathi. Okay, opponent electing for the life loss here. We're going to go ahead and take away the Aspirant in case they've got Restoration by Ganjo online. Redained, God of the Worthy, our invoked Despair is now so far out of reach. Transform, okay. That's not good for us. Or is it? That would make it 5. Let's cancel that. Let's go ahead and offer them the trade. And and that is good news for us. The Redain coming off the board means we are in a much better position to nail the Domnathi. Or the Infernal Seer, I should. Oh, there goes the Massacre. Well, we can't have everything, I guess. I need... Oh, and another Redain. Ouch. And another Massacre. And another Spellbinder. Ladies and gentlemen, their taxing effects are really taking their toll. The opponent taking their 2 damage. Alright, we are now getting a mighty champion built up here. Do they swing? Oh, they're swinging the lifelinker through. Alright, looks like we're going to sacrifice our champion here to potentially the Hive and the Spellbinder. Oh, they're letting the 5 damage through? Okay. Hey, to each their own. Do they have lethal here, though? 6, 8... And then the dragon is 11, so they've got lethal through the air if they choose to take it. If they go to the ground, we have a chance. Nope, they've got their math correct. Go ahead and hit them with the GG. They've earned it. We have our next opponent. And a pretty good starting hand. The opponent does go first, and they are showing red and blue sword avatars. Alright, opponent, any day now. Oh, looks like they've broken out the rope on the card selection. That's always a good sign. Patchwork automaton. Okay. Ward 2. That is a pain. Play with fire is annoying. Let's go ahead and hit him big. Death touch on the board in the way is a big deal. Go ahead, grow your Patchy all you want. And a Rabbit Battery. Nope, your Patchy's not getting through my adversary. Let's see if he wants to block. Doesn't look like it. Anytime now, opponent. Ball is in your court. Opponent down to 10. And Kumano faces Kakazan on the board as the Etching of Kumano. Reckless Stormseeker. That is a hasty play. Ooh, and the Lizard Blades. Well, one more land and we can put it away with the Invoke. Assuming they don't burn us and kill us right now. There's the land. There's the Invoke. Hit him with the GG and swing for victory. Ladies and gentlemen, we pulled it off against mono red artifacts. Alright, we have our next opponent. We'll go ahead and keep this. Oh, this is a good matchup for us. Come on through. You are welcome. Death touch on the board is a big deal now. Let's just clear the board. Yeah, you can have them. Opponent down to 2. What do you got? Bueller. Mono white. You got anything for me? That's a big scary flyer in your way. We'll hit him with a GG back. Looks like he's going to go for just a final desperation swing. A little bit of defiance in the face of death. And you gotta respect it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mono White bites the dust.